Welcome to Talking with Taylor. I'm your reporter, Taylor Ramirez, and it's that time of year again, election season. Even before spring break, candidates were already strategizing and prepared. Starting off this afternoon, we've got an interview with our candidate, Josh Pardo. What is your position on same-sex marriage?
The Democratic Party completely 100% supports same-sex marriage and encourages it in people who feel that way.
What is your position on the environment and saving the environment?
We believe that it is important to diminish our carbon footprint and start working into a more green and environmentally friendly nation. Our resources are not unlimited, and we need to start thinking that way because our industrial format has taken away a lot of our ecosystem's major forests, and animals have been going extinct more often in the modern era, so we need to start reversing those effects.
What is your stance on gun control?
Well, as a Democrat, we believe that your Second Amendment should be withheld, but we'd like to have stricter laws on attaining those guns, and we'd like to strengthen the background checks because the gun crimes that have been taking place show us how fragile our lives are, and we need those stricter laws and those stricter regulations to reinforce that fact and to prevent any other situations.
Thank you, Josh. Those were some very good points. Next up, I've managed to get an interview with a few OA students and staff members. I wanted to see their political party they subscribed to and what they thought about the elections. So what is your political party?
I don't really stand on one side. I'm more of an independent kind of person, but if anything, I might lean towards Democratic. So.
And what do you think about Norton's election simulator?
I really enjoy it. It sort of shows how it can be corrupt, but with our class period specifically, we've already come up with a contract to stop bribery, which I think is really great. So this election project is going pretty well, if anything.
And anything else?
Support AWA.
So what political party do you belong to?
I'm an independent, so I sway between Republican and Democrat depending on the issues.
And what do you think of Mr. Norton's mock election?
I really like him. I'm really excited for students to be able to promote their platforms and what they believe in, and then get other people interested in voting.
All right, thank you. Now it's time to look at the charts. I took a poll asking a bit of a hot topic, what their stances was on legalization of marijuana. I surveyed 100 people, and these were my findings. As you can see, 37% wanted to be legalized across the board, 26% only wanted to be used for medicinal use, 16% did not want it to be legalized, and 21% did not have an opinion on this matter. Now for the moment you've been waiting for. I've got live footage of the candidate speeches and debates.
Times have changed. The era of uninformed, intolerable America is over. No longer do we have to hide our voice from the masses. But why then are we stuck with a president who refuses to hear the cries of his people? It's your right to speak your mind and rally together behind a common cause. You deserve a president that will hear those cries and take up arms with you. As Lincoln once said in his Gettysburg Address, this nation shall have a new birth of freedom, and that this government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
Soriano, in case you didn't know, and I'm running as third-party presidential candidate. So where I stand politically, I stand as a liberal. And for many of you, or for a few of you who don't know what a liberal is, I would believe that freedom of speech, freedom of the press are two very important things to me.
Now, here in California, we have some of the toughest environmental and safety regulations in the country. And I understand that initially that sounds like a pretty good thing. You know, we're secure in that area. But when you dig a little deeper, you'll find that having so many regulations actually hurts California financially. See, when you pile regulation after regulation onto a business, it becomes harder and more costly to actually stay in business, particularly in the contracting industry.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching this broadcast, and make sure to go and vote.